Welcome back to another episode of The Lawn Dude Abides. Today, what we got going on today, we're going to use the SG36, which is the steel green 36 inch. This is a ride-on machine. You spread dry fertilizer and also can spray liquid weed control at the same time. Pretty nice machine. We got 2 of these last year, and steel green is located in Lebanon, Indiana. Really good machines though. What you do is with these 2 tanks on each side, they have weed control in them, liquid weed control. And then up here is the hopper that has the dry fertilizer that you spread in it. And it's spread by this blade right here. It's like a propeller. It spins, and depending on how fast you have it spinning is how far you're gonna throw the fertilizer. That is just depending on the rate, and the rate is on the bag right here under the guaranteed analysis. You can find all that information on the label. Need my gloves. So what this fertilizer is a prodiamine, and it's a prodiamine coated fertilizer which will stop the growth of crabgrass. That's what the yellow stuff is, the yellow prills. The rest is just a good fertilizer. All right, unloaded. Both my straps are off. Unhooked. Brake off. Step up. I'm gonna turn that boom off because I'm not gonna need it for this one. Looks like there's minimal weeds. The perks of the job. All right, so typically with any kind of treatment on the steel green, I like to do about 2 laps bordering the property. Usually I'll do that around the front and the back first. That way it makes it easier to go back and forth and do your lines. And then, you know, it also makes everything look better and easier to turn around. You know, if you try and turn around on the edge of a property, you know, it's harder to maneuver, and you know, you're not getting the best treatment. So that's why I border everything about twice, and then I start to fill in my lines back and forth. It'll be a little different when we're blanket spraying all of the grass with the weed control, because what I'll start is I will start with my first round. I will do the weed control. My first round of the border, I'll do the weed control without throwing fert, and then I will go around it again on the second round and start to throw my fert, and then run my weed control also. I do turn off one boom because it just doesn't throw enough fertilizer to my other paths, and you don't get total coverage. So yeah, that's the steel green, and that's generally what I do. So now you just gotta blow off any of the hard surfaces. That's a big deal. You know, we can get fined if we don't blow off all the surfaces. The street included. You know, if you get anything out in the street, you gotta blow that off by law. It could be a pain, but you know, there's law. Again, flag everything by law. You have to flag every property if you can stick it in the ground. Let's try that again. There we go. What do you guys think about the SG36? It's a cool ride. Leave me a comment. How'd I do on my line? Did I get total coverage? So the better you do that, keeping that fertilizer off these hard surfaces, the easier they are to blow off. Now, with that being said, always get every bit of grass, but do your best to not get all the concrete and get all the grass. Fairly simple, just a wave of your hand. on to the next one. So yeah, the day is 4/23/2025, and we just did his step one. Looks like somebody got into something here. I just did see a truck here a minute ago doing some work, but it wouldn't have caused damage that quick. Or maybe that's what he was looking at. Maybe they did some damage. Interesting. Well, he'll call us if it was anything we need to take care of. All right, everybody, if you liked what you see and you're in central Indiana, give us a call at the Greenskeeper. It's 317-804-8877. I am the Lawn Dude Abides, and we are done.